This week in the field, workshop scouting in Big Sur, California. Hey everyone, I'm Scott Davenport. Welcome to In the Field. Thanks for joining me today. Well, today's video is some behind-the-scenes footage of scouting for workshops. This is something I do for every one of my workshops, and I've been in planning mode for a workshop in 2019 in the Big Sur area. Hasn't fully taken shape, but if your ears perked up at that and you're interested, get on my mailing list over on my website. All my workshops get announced to my mailing list subscribers first. That gets you the first crack at signing up for one of the spots. And with that, I want to show you some of the footage that I did from a scout earlier this year in June. I'll show you three places: Asilomar State Beach, McWay Falls, and Cypress Grove. I'm nestled down here on the beaches at Asilomar State Beach. This is in Monterey. Doing some scouting for a potential workshop, maybe in 2019, and otherwise just having fun with the camera. Eager to get back here at a closer to golden hour when we've got some nicer light, less harsh than it is right now. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful spot. In Cypress Grove, and I find these kind of shots really challenging. Trying to bring order to chaos. There's a lot going on in these scenes. I try to find a scene that has more green ground cover that's really pleasing right now. Maybe thinking about doing some like glow work after the fact. It's a lone cypress out on one of the rocks here, and with a little maneuvering, able to isolate it from the rest of the trees in the foreground. Lighting's kind of harsh. However, the subject itself is still nice. At the top of McWay Falls, which you cannot see right now, I find the access point, get down there. This is scouting trip. This is not twilight, high time for it. I am expecting it to be very crowded and very difficult to frame up the one real composition there is here. It's crowded, it's cramped, but it's worth it. And to be courteous, I'm gonna get out of here and let some other people get their photos. It's super crowded up there. Was able to get in the corner, get a few shots. There's really only one vantage on the waterfall that's worthwhile there. So the path was blocked off to a certain degree. And given the amount of crowds that were down there, it would have been simpler for me to stay up at the street level and just shoot from the side of the freeway here. There's a couple of spots that are protected from traffic that you can probably hear going by. And it's giving me roughly the same angle. And I got more room to work, so I'm gonna try a couple more things here. And most of the photos that I left this scouting trip with were taken at non-peak times, right? Not golden hour. I need to be out all day checking out places. But Big Sur is so beautiful. I still left with a bunch of photos that I was very happy with, even despite, the relatively harsh light. And a couple here from this particular set of scouting. One from Cypress Grove, this beautiful grove of trees. And there were even some nice overlooks of the ocean themselves. And I was quite happy with how this turned out. And this was like mid-morning, maybe 10:30 in the morning. And another McWay Falls, right? It was really crowded, and I think I probably if I spent 10 minutes on that platform, that's being generous. It was really not even that long. It's a one-shot wonder, but man, is it a shot. It's really beautiful. And even in the midday, you still get the sense of how beautiful this location is. So I'm eager to get back there and try to hit up some of these spots in more conducive weather conditions and better time of day. As for a tip of the week, let me position this from the point of view of someone who wants to attend a workshop. Ask the person hosting it questions. Do they scout the locations? When's the last time they were there? Did they scout during the season that they plan on taking you to the location? These are all important things. Or are they partnering with somebody who knows the area, some local guide or something like that? Make sure you get a good feel that the instructor's got a handle on the location, is familiar with it, or has somebody on hand that is, so you can spend more of your time focused on your photography and less of your time worrying, how are you getting from point A to point B and all that kind of stuff. That will do it for this week's In the Field. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know somehow. You got comments, questions about photography, please hit me up. Leave them in the comments below. You can keep it private, sending me a message through my website. And if you're interested in one of my workshops for 2019, head over to my website, get on my mailing list. That will be the place that I announce workshops first. So that gives you the first crack at signing up for any future offerings, such as Big Sur, California. And with that, my name's Scott Davenport, and happy shooting.